want to be vice president, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'll tell you this right here, I believe it's time to go on home. I really do think that. I think that Obama, I think Obama and his vice president can do the job. I think it's time to go on home, Miss Palin. All right, Reverend Branch.
Well, you know, that being said, my feelings is this. Being legal liaison with the NAACP, I'm not going to tell anyone how to vote or who to vote for. But my perspective is this. The Republican Party has this country in a mess. Just like a skunk can't change his stripes, neither can a zebra or a leopard. But and a snake is always going to be a snake.
That's right.
It's time for change.
Yes, it is.
The Republican Party has put this country in the state that it's in right now.
Yes.
And I don't know about you. I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Mm-hmm. And I think the whole country as a whole, both religious community as well as non-religious people, we're all sick and tired of being sick and tired. And we're tired of things being the way it's been. And I think it's time that we all stand up and ask for a change.
It's time to make change.
And we're not going to get change. You have Republicans coming out talking about they're going to change, but we got to remember one thing: Republicans are going to still be Republicans, and Republicans stand for a certain thing. And the Republican Party has this country in the state that it's in right now. So, do you really want to elect another Republican after the present administration has put us in the state that we're in?
And let me say this right here, as we, are getting close to the end of Being Black in America segment, Being Black in the United States of America. Let me correct that right there. Let me say this right here, and in truth, is that we have to take a look at the old boy syndrome. The old boy syndrome, the cowboy thing of wrestling the world to the ground is over. The whole, worlds years ago, countries years ago that was in barbaric states are building up now. They are arriving, building big buildings, airplanes, and things of that nature. Well, China is supposed to be trying to send a manned spacecraft to space, to the moon soon. So the game has changed, and America has to change. And I feel the attitudes a lot when I come through the airports and I have the Obama shirt and everything. I often look at my brothers of different persuasion, and I look at them with sad in my eyes, almost a tear, why are you, holding up for Massa? Because Massa gonna do you wrong the same way he do me wrong. You understand me? See, you in the house, that's all you are. That's all you are. You in the house, you know what we would call that right there. You're your house slave. That's all you are. And the bottom line, they're cutting you down left and right. So you need to be, as the words of Dr. Martin Luther King, he said, when he was in jail in Birmingham, when he was in jail, he said, after he talking to some of the guards, he said, well, you need to be over here with us. After talking to them and hearing their stories and everything, it's time to get rid of the act. There's no need of acting. Come on over here, put this young man in office, him and his family. I tell you, I only wish that you guys could have been there with me at the Democratic convention, and I mean, to see that whole thing, Obama coming out, and his family, the kids, and all that. I tell you, it was fabulous. So the idea is this: I believe that it's just time to make a change, and make a change with honesty in your heart. Because I tell you, you can fool us, but you can't fool God. That's right. Brenda, would you like to say anything?
Yes, Dr. We would have loved to have been there with you and see all of that. A companion chicken, like I told you, would have won. I told you that before. But nevertheless, it is time for a change. We have overcome one of the greatest hurdles that has hindered and hampered this country.
That's right.
And that's putting us on equal footing. And I think having a black man, as you said, African American, whichever term we want to use today.
That's right.
Okay, to be taken seriously as a candidate for the highest office in this land.
History has been made.
You know, it is history being made, and it is something that a lot of us thought that we would not live to see.
I for one.
We would not live to see. That's one of the hurdles that, if you could narrow it down to what we still had to overcome, being quote unquote free.
Yes.
Okay, that was one of the greatest hurdles. Next to the fact that I think the next one would be to see a female, an African American female, hit that office.
Yes.
Okay, and so y'all, you know, we'll start preparing me for that.
Okay.
Break that seal.
We're
You know
right
what I'm saying?
along with you.
You know what I'm saying? You know, look, we gonna call it for what it is. But, and before I forget, back to NACA, I don't want to forget that the co-sponsor of this program with me will be Holy Ground Outreach Ministries, where our pastor is Edith Council, and our overseer is Pastor Sam Campbell and Prophet Rosemarie Campbell. So I don't want to forget that.
Is there a telephone number that someone can reach you at with this here?
You can reach me, okay, at 908-757-8215. And if you forget my number, call the station, okay, and I believe that's 822-1515. Or 822-9562. I think that's the call-in line, though.
Yes.
But some way or another, someone will, you know, get to me, and I will get back to you. Look around the city. There will be flyers out in the city. And this is for people who don't have down payments, no closing costs. There are no fees. You don't have to have perfect credit.
Wow.
So this is something that you need to come to if one of your dreams, one of your personal dreams, has been to be a homeowner in this country.
Sure, sure.
You know what? And the great thing about this, you know what? And I said to somebody the other day, I said, you know, the economy in this country is bad. But I'm so glad that I don't participate in the economy of this country. I participate in the economy of God.
That's right.
Come
That's
on
right.
now.
That's
Let
right.
the church
And he
say
said,
Amen.
What'd he say? What'd he say? You never see his seed go begging for bread.
That's right. That's
So I
right.
participate in his economy, so I ain't excited. I ain't upset. And anybody that knows him as their savior ought not be upset and excited either.
That's right.
Well, let me go here again. Getting to Obama. I just want to throw this message out here. I was on the internet the other day. In fact, I called Mother Divine, Father Divine's wife, and I'm very in contact with her. Because my family used to mother and father. My mother and them was in that movement years ago. So I called Mother Divine. She was busy eating at the time. Her secretary told me, well, she's having lunch, so you can't talk. She'll talk to you another time. So I went on the internet and pulled up some of the old clippings of Mother Divine. And this one here happened to be Mother Divine in 1997. And so the guy was asking her questions about Father Divine and about the peace movement. Okay. And Mother Divine is from Canada, a white woman. You know, Father Divine was black. And Father Divine, according to his own message, I don't get involved when people say that, you know, whatever, you know. I'm just a reverend. I'm not a prophet. I'm just a reverend. Father Divine said he was God incarnate. And a whole lot of people believe that too. You know what I mean? You know, and I don't, you know, I don't get all up wrapped up into that right there. You know, I meet many people. So just sitting there listening to her, she said something that was very profound. So the reporter said, "Well, why did God come really black?" Basically, she said. The reporter said to Mother Divine. Mother Divine said this here. She said, "Well, you know, Father told me that God came black because so the white people that followed him would have to humble themselves, get rid of their superiority, and the black ones could get rid of their inferiority." You understand? Okay. So you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't. You understand? It is what it is. And I just sit there back and I took that. I said, "Wow." So today, you know, and we're not calling Obama Christ or whatever, this, that, and other. The idea is this right here. This ticket here is just, you know, and I think that, you know, and this is just from the Reverend Zachariah from Church What's Happening Now in Town Talk, not including anybody in this room in what I think on this. America, I think you owe us this one. That's just how I feel. I think that everybody else should just stay home that day and just allow this. No, seriously. I really believe that this here, when I used to do jumps with the motorcycle years ago, there's a window you get on the jump, and you know it. And I mean, you could be flying down that ramp, and if you don't feel it, you don't do it. You got roll right by the ramp. You say, why you didn't jump? Because you didn't feel that window. You didn't get it.
Yeah,
but I say that this right here, I believe that if this administration that Obama is leading was an aircraft, we got a perfect landing. Come on, America. Come on. Because this wasn't supposed to be.
Right.
Not like this.
You're right. And Reverend Zachariah, I would agree with you up to a point. Because I would say everybody stay home. Except for all of those that live in the city of Plainfield in the 3rd Ward. We need you to come out.
That's right.
No, I'm talking about in terms of other party. I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I got to get my kids in where I can.
Right.
Speaking of Senator Obama, on Saturday, October 2nd at 3 o'clock at Winoco Park in the Elizabeth Roselle area at the track, there will be a rally, the Union County rally, to support the Obama, given by the Obama team and sponsored by Assemblyman Jerry Green and the Democratic family of Union County. The date will be October 4th at 3 p.m. So now, Reverend Zachariah, you were with me a couple of weeks ago when Assemblyman Green had a rally here in Plainfield, and it was a tremendous turnout. A lot of money was raised, and I asked you to continue to come out and support this man, this opportunity for we as a people to make history. Now, I believe Reverend Zachariah has another announcement.
Yes. The NAACP in Plainfield area branch has a dinner tomorrow night, the 67th Annual Freedom Fund Award Dinner Dance. Well, you know what? I got to brush up on my dancing. Friday, October 3rd, it's Spain's Inn Restaurant, Rock Avenue and West 7th Street in Piscataway, New Jersey. Buffet-style dinner. The honorees, our heroes this year include Reverend Tracy Brown. Okay, I know Tracy. Reverend Alexander Branch. And Reverend, who is this? Miss Doral Hill.
Mr. Doral Hill.
Mr. Doral Hill. Doral Hill. Miss Barbara Johnson. Pharmacist Michael O'Bunch. Bishop Herbert Bright. Bishop Bright, yes. Jason Williams Foundation and Mr. Davin.
Sullivan. S-O-U-M-A-S.
Okay.
Samas.
All right. Thank you there, Cynthia. All right, the donation is $50 per person, and if you can, please come out. The telephone number is 908-822-0661. Cynthia, you want to take us out?
Yes, and thank you. And just for those who would like to come and worship with us, we promised you a number to contact us, and we can be contacted, myself at 908-705-4559. God bless.
All right, well, keep hope alive and keep change alive.
Amen.